Every morning, I write down the same goal in my journal. I have built a $10 million business. I'm a long way from that point because I don't actually have a cash flow generating company today, but I have the next best thing. A 6-step plan conveniently outlined on the whiteboard you see behind me right here. The reason why I think you're gonna find the information useful in today's video is number one, it's gonna give you an excuse to think bigger. Number two, I've put a lot of self-reflection time into my own personal sequence and how to maximize my own success journey. So I believe you'll be able to pull from some of these steps to say, hey, maybe I could do that in my own life to achieve the goals I have as well. And number three, I just want to document my journey because when I do achieve this goal, sitting in my big house, looking at my pool, I'm going to be watching this YouTube video right here and say, wow, Trent, you had to go through so much struggle, you had to learn so much, you had to grow so much as a person to actually see this goal through. So I think that that's gonna be really cool. Step number one is to promote from a senior account executive, which is my current role in software sales, to establish myself as a dominant enterprise account executive. Some of you may be thinking, Trent, why do you need to promote to enterprise when you could just start a business today? This is the advice a founder of $1 million recurring revenue business gave me. He reached out to me to try and recruit me to his company. I said, look, I'm happy where I'm at because I'm a loyal guy. And I said, my goal eventually is to start my own company. And he said, okay, well, what do you need to get to that point? I said, I want to promote. I want to have this much money in the bank. I want to have this much experience. He's like, why? And in reality, it's an excuse because I don't actually need it. But in my own head, I want to promote to an enterprise rep because I make videos talking about software sales and I'm someone that actually practices what they preach. And if I'm going to deliver maximum value to you guys, I actually want to see it through and I want to be able to say, I started out my career with no connections, no experience, not knowing anyone or anything, and worked my way up to the highest level individual contributor in software sales and actually produce. That is my goal, and that's why I'm going to become an enterprise account executive. And throughout that process, it's going to fuel step number two, which is to grow my Fundrise account to generate $3,000 in passive income per month. In order to quit my job and justify it, I need to have money coming in, or I eventually will run out of money unless I am able to take a product to market quick enough to start to generate a profit. In my head, another one of the excuses to make myself feel more comfortable is that I want to fuel my investments so that they're having babies and pay me. Right now, I invest almost all of my money into either the stock market or to Fundrise, which is an online real estate crowdfunding platform. They're not a sponsor. I've put in over 6 figures of my own money, and you can choose either long-term appreciation, which is your money basically just compounding, growing in value, or you can do a dividend payout where it actually pays you quarterly passive income. Once I can grow that account to $500,000, it will pay me on average $3,000 a month doing absolutely no work. That's basically my expenses, not assuming I'm paying $2,700 a month. I would absolutely have to downsize my lifestyle. But if I had that much money coming in, I hypothetically wouldn't have to work and I could focus 100% in my time and energy on building a company because I think I would truly need to be all in to make it successful. I couldn't just do it on the side. And that's at least how I'm thinking about it right now. Step number 3 is that I want to build an online business that generates 2x my job income. So this plays into the passive income thing and this plays into the building my own infrastructure thing. So the reason why I make videos daily on YouTube is number one, to try and help you and add value. I find a lot of joy and satisfaction receiving messages. I got one today from a sales leader at a company. He said, Trent, we make all of our reps watch your cold calling video as a part of the onboarding experience. That lit me up. I picked up my phone and started dialing as a result of that. I like connecting with you guys, but I also want to build a community and I also want to generate enough attention because money follows attention. And I want to be able to offer you guys so much value that you say, you know what, Trent, we'll pay you for that because that's bringing so much value to our life. And one step in this process, you'll see the join button below. For only $10 a month, if you join the membership, you get access to a private Discord community. We've already had 5 people sign up. We've been going back and forth today, which is pretty cool. I'm available 24/7 and reply to all messages one-on-one. And number 2 is you also get access to a weekly live stream. I asked myself, I said, what is the most valuable thing I can offer in exchange for money? And it's my time. And once a week, I'm gonna get on a live stream every Sunday to help you prepare for the week ahead to absolutely crush it. We're gonna talk about what's going on in the world, what's going on in my life, what's going on in your guys' lives with the Q&A. And we're just gonna have a 30 to an hour session to really just debrief, get to the bottom of things, and prep for the week ahead. So step one in building an online business is to have as many of you as possible join the community paying $10 a month, because 100% of the proceeds are invested back into this channel. It's not like I'm pocketing it and going to Chick-fil-A or something. As you can see with the editing, I'm investing a lot of money into editing so that we can make the videos more engaging and more valuable for you. So I plan to keep contributing back into the channel to generate more attention. I'm building a website as well, so I'm trying to look for a developer, which is really expensive, so I need more money. And I plan to build a website that's a learning hub, resources that offers so much value that people buy whatever I have to sell. And that once that online business generates 2x the income that I'm making from my software sales career, that will, to me, be enough justification to say, you know what? I don't need to work for an organization. I will quit and work for myself. And then at that point in time, I will have the business going, hopefully somewhat passively. I'll hire some people. I'll have the Fundrise account paying me. And then I'll be able to say, you know what? That takes me into step number 4, which is to partner with a technical and financial partner to help me build a company. This is where you guys come in. When I start to build my company, this community is gonna be the first place I go to find talent, because I know all of you are motivated, all of you wanna make something of yourself, all of you who watch these videos have a deeper understanding of SaaS technology in this career path, more so than most, because I'm sharing exactly what I do and it's been pretty successful in its own right. So when I go to find people to hire, you guys are the first place I'm gonna go. So for those of you in the Discord and we're communicating daily, that's only gonna help build our relationship and help me to identify who has complementing skill sets to myself. I am a world-class salesperson. I need somebody who is technical, and I need somebody that is financially literate, meaning can look at balance sheets, income statements, and just understands finance at a much deeper level than I do. Once I find that trifecta, we will have everything we need to start a company. My preferred industry is SaaS, software as a service. High margins, scalable, recurring revenue. I understand the business model. I love everything about it. And it's the business I want to build. A $10 million annual recurring revenue business right now in this environment would probably have between a 5 to 7x multiple, meaning if we were to build a $10 million company, it would be worth $50 to $70 million total value. I'm not doing it solely for the valuation. I'm doing it for the love of the game. And I view business as a game. We are wired to want to get to the next level. That's why people like to play Candy Crush, Call of Duty, Prestige, Level Up. Everyone wants to grow. We start out as babies, we grow to full, mature adults, and then we start to grow intellectually over time because we want to evolve as a person, and that's how we are wired genetically. So in our careers, business is the ultimate game because it's 24/7. You basically don't get washed up until your brain stops functioning. So I want to be wildly successful in business. And how do you measure success in business? The scorecard is money made. So I want to make a lot of money in business. So my milestone right now is to build a $10 million business in sales. And then at that point, it's going to take us to our final step, number 6, take on investors and scale. Once we get to $10 million in revenue, and in order to get to that point, I know I brushed past it and I just have written down all in. It's probably going to take years off my life. The amount of effort, energy, sacrifice going from 0 to 1. And that's the book I have right here by Peter Thiel talking about how do you go from a concept to actually a fully fledged business. There's a lot that goes into it, product market fit, making sure you have the right go-to-market strategy, making sure you're connecting with your customers, all the stakeholders. There's a lot that goes into it, but I'm confident with my sales abilities, I will be able to take a product to market. Assuming it's able to add enough value, we'll figure that out as we go. I don't have all the answers today, but we're gonna get to $10 million in revenue. And at that point in time, we are going to take on investors. We're gonna take on a lot of money. I'm okay diluting my equity stake so that we can grow and really scale, start to hire a lot of people, hopefully hire a lot of you. And I can see it today. I've already seen it. All of the folks that watch, the people that comment, the people that I talk to in Discord, we are going to interact one day. We're gonna be in the same office. We're all gonna be growing together. We're all gonna be successful. We're all gonna make a lot of money. And that day is gonna come. It's just a matter of time. And that's why you'll see there's no times on here. There's no, I need to make $1 million by age 30. I need to have a kid by 33. There's no time on here, because if you put a time onto any of these goals, you then put an anchoring chain and a one-way ticket to sinking to unhappiness. If you have these goals and these desires, they're worth suffering over for, meaning it's okay to be unhappy. It's okay to go all in. It's okay to work as hard as you can. And that's what I'm doing each and every day so that I can start to sequence properly, thinking multiple moves ahead. In chess, you need to see the board. And it's fun to say, I'm just gonna start a company, but in order to improve your odds of success, you need a lot of money. You need a lot of experience. You need a lot of connections. You need the network. You need the right timing. I don't think I'm quite at a place to say I'm gonna start a business today. Maybe that's just an excuse, but with these steps, with these sequence, I'm confident it's gonna put me in the right position to achieve the best outcome possible building a business. And if I don't get to that point, that's okay, because what's more important than the target is actually the journey getting there. Everyone wants to be on top of the mountain, but all the happiness and growth comes from actually climbing it. So as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, that's all that matters. And I'm gonna end the video right there. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button right now, subscribe to the channel. If you wanna take our relationship to the next level, join the private membership community. There's a lot of great people in there, networking opportunities, access. I'm really excited for the live stream coming up this Sunday. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.